Hi there, you're watching the Gardens and Graveyards channel, and today we're hanging out in the backyard and we're doing a little more prep work in the theme garden where the new greenhouse is going to be built. So we've been slowly chipping away at different tasks in this garden. It's just easier that way to just kind of take our time because there's so many other things going on in the garden. Obviously we want to get this done, but there's just some things that have to mature and change slowly for us. But today we get to take all of our containers out of here and fill our back raised bed with more soil because all of our potatoes are up. So I will show you what we're gonna get done and then you can watch us work and I'll show you what we complete. I have an hour to get this done and then I'm going into town to meet my very dear friend. We've been friends for a very long time and we meet like quarterly, and we usually close down the restaurant when we have dinner together. So it's like a 4 to 6 hour long dinner typically. So I've got an hour to work in the garden before heading out. So we'll see how much we get done. All right, so we have, this section is where that raised bed is gonna come and go right here. So we're actually leaving this columbine and daisies right here up against the fence, but we're gonna remove these 3 containers with blueberries in it. This container has canna in it. It also has columbine, but we'll transplant that later. We're also gonna remove this container of rhubarb. It's getting way too much sun and not enough water in this location. The blueberries and the rhubarb are gonna go down into the medicine garden. So Spencer took a bunch of soil out of that big raised bed and put it in black containers. And we were waiting for our potatoes to get big enough to hill up or put the soil up around the potatoes. And they are, get past these raspberries. You can see all of the potatoes are up. Even the little ones that were planted kind of late are up and showing. So now I can fill this raised bed. You can see I've got about 4 or 5 inches to the top of the bed. So we'll just take as much soil as we can and get it out there. And then if we have any soil left in these black containers, we'll just kind of tuck them back behind here for now so that Spencer can start taking these boards off and shortening them. We're making this long board is going to be shorter, and then this short board is going to be even shorter to fit over there so we could walk all the way around. We've been waiting for these irises to bloom. They're just kind of hanging out. So I don't know. We've got like this island of irises in this raised bed. We can take these boards off at this point and still leave the irises and let them bloom. And then as soon as they're done blooming, we can get the rest of that soil out. We also have this little box that Spencer built for me. We're going to take the plants out of there and the soil out of there and get rid of it. I'm leaving these peas to grow for as long as I possibly can until we're fully ready to make that raised bed, because typically I start getting peas around the 10th of June. So we're almost there. So I kind of just want to wait and maybe get some peas off of these plants. But we'll see. I may not be patient enough. Today we're just going to get these containers out, get these empty soil containers into that bed, get the rhubarb out of here, just kind of make everything clean slate and ready for the next part of the project, I guess. Okay, so down here in the medicine garden, we've been here many times. We moved the rhubarb down here. I still need to get it cleaned up a little bit. It's got some sunburn here, but she'll be cared for a little bit better down here just because we're kind of ignoring that space in the backyard right now as we prepare to build our greenhouse. So this gets watered every couple days, so we won't forget. And then we put the blueberries in 3 of the corners of this pseudo patio that we created. So we've got a blueberry there, there's thyme in it, and a blueberry here. There's columbine in it, that's what these blue flowers are. And then a blueberry there. Look at all the blooms on here. I'm so excited. I hope that they love their new home and they don't throw a fit for moving spaces, but they should still get just about as much sun here as they were before. Then in the backyard, what a huge difference. It's empty in there. So we've removed the blueberries, obviously, and the canna, which just got moved over here to the collection of canna containers. There's cannas in all 4 of those containers. Spencer got the boards out of the raised bed so he can measure this space and cut the boards down and start on that bed. I put a whole bunch of soil in the potato bed. It's almost totally full. I just have, it's a little bit low over here because we just have really small potatoes in that corner still, so I'm waiting for them to grow up a little bit more before I fill it. But oh, I love seeing this full. And I have plenty of soil back here. There's 9 2-gallon containers pretty much full of soil that we could use here, and then as it sinks in the winter we can continue adding to it. And then of course we still have all this soil in here that can get moved into the bed that we build over there. After we've decided for sure where the bed is going to sit, place the bed where we kind of want it, then I will probably move this Shasta daisy, that columbine, that Shasta daisy, and lady's mantle will get moved. Probably just closer to the fence line. I really want that like cottage look of mixed flower border along just around the border of the fence line. All right, I'm taking refuge from the sun underneath my maple tree, which is getting very low with its branches. I need to come and limit up so we can walk through this path without getting smacked in the face. But right this moment, it feels good underneath the shade. That's going to be it for this video. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that you're inspired to do something new and you're not afraid to change things up in the garden, because nothing is permanent. The only certainty in life is change. Until the next time, keep celebrating your life, and we will see you in the next video. Bye.